Okay, so today we're going to be testing three different types of boards at three different price points. These are a little bit different from each other, but I just want to give you a reference of what it would look like if you spend this amount of money versus this amount of money. And obviously, these are a little different, but I thought it would be a good idea and a good comparison depending on your price point and how much you want to spend, some pros and cons of each, etc. So I'm gonna start with the cheaper one. And when I say cheaper one, I really mean cheap. This is the Boilgun Surf Skate. And I purchased this last week on Amazon for $50. Actually, less than $50. It was like $42 at the time that I purchased it. I really enjoy riding this board. I'm gonna show you a little bit how that rides, how it carves. But let me tell you, I've had so much fun with this thing. It's kind of lightweight. Um, this one, it's not electric. The other two, they are electric. But yeah, there's the Boilgun Surf Skate. Then we have an electric longboard, the Meepo V4S. I had this thing for about 2-3 weeks now, and it's also so much fun. It's actually pretty quick. It goes up to 28 miles an hour from what I tested. I really like the tires, that they are bigger than the Meepo V4 version, that it's like more of a street longboard. These are more like all-terrain, quote unquote, because these are more like a hybrid tire. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy riding this thing. It is pretty heavy. Like whenever people they haven't carried any electric longboard and they carry one, they are really surprised on how heavy these things can be. So yeah, this is the Meepo V4S. This retails for about $400, I believe, and I had tons of fun. If you want to just cruise around and just chill, it has a remote that you can use. It has 4 different levels of speed, 4 different configurations for the brakes as well. Tons of fun. I'm gonna be doing a proper review of each of these boards in another video, but here in this video I thought I would compare them all. So yeah, $400. We went from $50 to $400, so 8 times more. And then we have the One Wheel XR, the chunky boy. It's heavy as well. Let me do a little bit of a close-up. That's how it looks. They don't sell this board new anymore. This is an older version of a One Wheel that has been replaced by the One Wheel Pint, the One Wheel Pint X, and the One Wheel GT. And those are pretty expensive. Like the GT goes for about $2,000 or $2,200. The Pint X, I think it's $1,600, and the Pint, I think it goes for about $1,000. So they don't sell this one anymore. This was the flagship product back then. But honestly, a lot of people still love this board and they swear by it. This is still the better board in their mind. So there's a little bit of conflict of opinions there for the one wheels. The one wheel, it's the one that requires the most level of skill. So like you can say you can see it's not your traditional board. It doesn't have 4 wheels. It's not just jump and go. Once you get on top and you can find your balance, it's pretty intuitive. So if you have ever ridden a hoverboard, it's a similar concept, but you only have one tire in the center here. This is so much fun. The good thing about this thing is that because it has such a massive tire in the middle, it's more of an all-terrain board. I can take this pretty much anywhere. I can take it to the grass, dirt, sometimes even mud. Yeah, so now I'm gonna show you some footage of what they look like. Okay, so I've been riding these three boards for the whole morning and afternoon. And what are some of my thoughts here? Which is the champion? Which is the best? Which one I would recommend you to buy? And I'm sorry to tell you this, but it really depends. Uh, Here's the thing. Let me tell you why. It's because whenever I ride any of this, I always feel like they are my favorite. Whenever I try the surf skate, I have so much fun and I feel like I exercise, like what which I don't do with these two. With these two, I carve and I have fun, but I definitely feel like sometimes I need to exercise a little bit more, and this one definitely meets that purpose. Uh, I love carving this with this one. You can go to a skate park and try it there. Uh, it's so lightweight, you can carry it everywhere. It's pretty small as well. Uh, it's so cheap. So I am honestly really like this one. But at the same time, I also love this one. Whenever I go from this one to this one and then the one wheel, I always feel like whenever I'm using them, that they are my favorite board. So the Meepo V4S, it's really nice if you want to go on a cruise and just chill. Like I used the entire battery just now. What was that? Like 25, 30 miles? I'm not really sure, but I was going on the trails, just really chill, carving. Uh, I can use the brakes on a downhill. And I was just like in such a mood, just like chilling, listening to music, and just like more like a relaxing mood. The thing with this one is that you cannot do sharp turns, at least with the stock trucks. I'm thinking maybe if I change the trucks, that would change the how this thing handles. Because I really need to do like really big turns in order to turn, and that's one of the things that I do not like about this thing. I tried it in the grass, I tried it in the dirt just now, and it performed really well. So, like I said, I was just trying this, and I was chilling, just relaxing, listening to music. So whenever I ride this thing, I feel like it's my favorite. And then the one wheel. I love the one wheel as well. With the one wheel, I can do more all terrain. I can switch from pavement to grass to dirt really easily. And the one wheel, it's definitely the best one to do that sort of activity. Um, so whenever I ride the one wheel, I also love the feeling and being able to go wherever I want. Uh, One thing about the one wheel that I do not like, and I think that they have implemented in the latest version of their one wheel GT, is that this thing nosedives at certain speed. If you go too fast, you're screwed. You're gonna fall. Uh, that doesn't happen with this one. You can go as fast as you can. You can reach the limit, and the board will not stop. Okay. Just wait a second. There's an airplane plus wind, and it's not gonna work. Okay, as I was saying, one of the things that I do not like about the one wheel is that it will nosedive if you go too fast. It has happened to me a couple times, and the scar tissue is definitely there. So what I was thinking is that I would love to know at what speed I'm going before I nosedive. Because if I know that the max speed is like 18 miles an hour or 20 miles an hour, I would love to know by like my phone vibrating, my phone giving me a notification or something, which as far as I know, it doesn't exist yet, uh, for it to warn me that I'm about to crash. It has the what you call it, the pullback. Whenever you're going too fast, there's a pullback. That's pretty much when you're like on the edge uh, of falling, because that has happened a couple times to me. That's my only issue with the one wheel XR. I ride it and I just feel like I cannot go too fast just because I'm not fully aware of what speed I'm going at and where I'm close to reaching the limit. And maybe there's an app. I don't know. Maybe I need to look into that, but I haven't found one so far. If we look past that, I love riding the one wheel. Um, is it worth it? $1,500? I don't know. I think it's a little too much. Like I said in the introduction, I only got it because it was a really good deal on the Facebook Marketplace. Otherwise, I don't think I would have spent $1,500 on this. But yeah, now that I have it, I have a lot of fun. I take all of them. I already used this one. I already emptied the battery on that one. I'm gonna probably be riding the one wheel now. But there you have it. I think it really matters your use case. Where are you gonna use it? Are you gonna use it at a park? Are you gonna use it as a skate park? Are you gonna use it on a trail and a dirt trail? Are you gonna use it in the city? Uh, it really depends. For the price, one last time, this is hella cheap, $50. This is a good sweet spot, like $500, $400. This is pushing it because I also have an e-bike that is really nice that I got it for like $1,200. So it's up to you how much you want to spend, and but you cannot go wrong with any of them. But yeah, that's it for today. That was the comparison of these three different types of boards at three different price points. I'm gonna be making individual reviews of each board, so you can probably find those in my channel. There, I'm gonna give you more insight and more of my thoughts on each of these boards on their own. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and see you on the next one.